I have been working on my business website for years now, and I spent thousands of dollars on outsourcing SEO services, and I can't get it ranked. Can someone tell me what I'm doing wrong? And they gave us our website, so we're gonna look at the website. But right off the bat, it's just I'm guessing the asker is probably doing something wrong themselves. They might be getting like bad help as well. It's definitely something that happens.
What kind of SEO are you
But there's
doing?
so many people that just get in their
Like
their own way, right?
so wide and hmm
So let's go ahead and check it out.
and I'm gonna quote somebody that I don't like to really mention anymore, but you got to be able to inspect what you expect.
We mentioned this guy
If you're gonna
already.
be, yeah, but
He's got some good sayings.
he's got some good stuff when it comes to SEO, but then he got too boomer for me. I can't relate anymore. Um, yeah, but yeah, that quote is very important. Um, and technically, he didn't coin that term either, so it's whatever. But yeah, if you are the SEO, if you are the one doing the SEO, um, you'll kind of learn recipes for success over time, right? And you'll learn things that don't work too well or don't work at all. If you don't have any of that and you're just outsourcing, it's going to be hard to really, gauge what's going on or how well things are doing based on what these people are doing for you. So just always remember that even if you're outsourcing your SEO, you're going to want to stay on top of the education of it, at least to a certain level, so that you understand kind of what you're looking at, what variables are being played, and whether these are worthwhile to do, especially if you're spending thousands of dollars a month, right? That's how it is when you're working in SEO.
For sure. I do sympathize, with people. It's just it's just the nature of the SEO industry, right? There's just so many bad SEOs out there, bad agencies that don't really know what they're doing, just trying to make money online, living the make money online dream. And
Yeah.
as a business owner, you don't want to have to go and like learn about something that's technical. You just want to be able to pay someone and get it over with, right? But it turns out you need to be a little bit more involved, or else it's
Yeah.
just it
Yeah.
can be
If
easy for people to take advantage of you. And you know,
quite
but we don't know if that's the case
quite
here.
honestly, if it was possible to outsource SEO very easily, early on in my career, I probably wouldn't be, doing what we're doing right now. Because I would have found an easier way to kind of automate a system by which to, build a different part of the business out.
For sure.
Um, but yeah, that was not the case. Had to build an education in it, and then it goes from there.
All right, so yeah, let's look at this guy's site. So you can see it's got about 100 referring domains. It's got a DR of 6, which right off the bat, I can tell you is a little bit low given the total RD count. So, we're probably looking at probably some pretty low quality backlinks, but we'll look into it a little bit more. Organic keywords, about 620. Let's see how big his site is real quick. I'm doing the Google search operator site colon and then pasting the site in. Sorry, give me 1 second. So it's not that big of a site. It's only got 80 URLs indexed on Google. 620 keywords. Not that bad. But you can see what does look pretty bad is his organic traffic. And this was something I talked about, or I think we talked about on our last live stream, is basically when you see it looking like this, how people, basically they see this spike right here and they go, oh, it's time to start getting like real aggressive with like money anchors and stuff. We're gonna ride the wave, and they don't really get finished laying their foundation, and then you just see this happening, the up and down. Never really building yeah,
Chop.
just real choppy. Never really gets like solid footing, right? And you can see their keywords as well. went up in the beginning, went down, now they're up again. So yeah, they're going on a bit of a an increase right now. We don't really know how long this spike is going to last. If we had to guess, we'd probably say it's probably going to come back down sometime soon, unless they basically changed what they were doing. So yeah,
Hmm.
we're gonna be looking at the site in Ahrefs off screen, but we're not gonna show it just to maintain their privacy. Um, all right, where do you want to go first, Nick? You want to go anchors?
Well, yeah. First, let me comment on what you're touching on. 700 or 107 referring domains. Can you go back? Oh,
Sorry.
here. Let me pull mine up. That's all right. I'm looking at yours, but I know I should have it up on mine too. Um, yeah. So 107 referring domains. 60 yards probably not going to be the best link profile. And a lot of times when you see chop like this, it means that you're getting tested for some valuable keywords, but they are not sticking.
And
Um,
I'll just jump in
Now,
this.
before we get started, this seems to be a local site. So it's a local service site.
I'll just say right off the way, I went into their anchors, and we were just talking about how you see this chop, and a lot of the reason you see this a lot when they get aggressive really quick without putting in the foundation work, right? I went into their anchor
Hmm.
text.
It's a partial match
I went into
domain.
their anchor text, and it's just exact match keywords at the very top for like the
Yeah.
five.
For the metro.
Yeah, it's like keyword
Yeah.
city, keyword city,
Yep.
keyword city, keyword city for the top five. The large majority of their anchor texts are just exact match keywords. Then you have
And it's not an exact match
yeah, and then you
EMD.
see their they got a URL anchors making up about 10% of their backlink profile. Branded anchors make up 3% of their backlink profile. And you got some random stuff in here, which is actually better than all the exact match stuff they have. But yeah, just right off the bat, you can see feel like they got real aggressive real quick, and they just didn't do enough the natural stuff. URL anchors, homepage or branded anchors, generic anchors. Um, Anything to add to that? I'm gonna
Hmm.
go and I'm checking out the
Nope.
backlinks
Yeah.
now.
Not very pretty.
And it's all Web 2.0s.
Seeing a bunch of directories, Web 2.0s, yeah. What they did do right, for the most part, is predominantly go to the home page, from what it looks like at a glance.
Yeah, so we're just seeing it's a real low quality backlink profile. Um,
I mean, I wouldn't say it's low quality, right? But it's lacking like the authority type links, right? We're not seeing any guest post style links, no niche edit style links. If they, considering that they've used money anchors as heavily as they have, they've used them using directories and blogspot
yeah,
comments most
I think it's
likely.
all the Web 2.0 spam that's getting all those exact match anchors in. So if you take off the
Mhm.
Web 2.0 spam, which it could just be coming in on its own, like it seems to be doing for a lot of sites, or however it's coming in. A lot of the times the site owner didn't have anything to do with it. Um, you might just be looking at a link profile that is just kind of had not really much done to it at all. I do see some kind of like pillowing done here, like directories, like you were saying. Um, yeah, a lot of like just the natural kind of junk that stuff accumulates, like keywords, keyword finder, or like coupon type stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
So hypothetical, if this site came in MLB, our managed link building program,
mhm.
what would you go about doing?
I would start building. I'd probably go with like kind of like mid authority links to just kind of up the number. and I would just be building a ton of mid-authority links like edits and guest posts straight to the homepage with the branded anchors, URL anchors, and mostly branded in URL because they have got a decent amount of generic already. Um,
Yeah, I'm with you
Straight to
on
the
that.
homepage, mid-authority to kind of just get a higher number in. Um, yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like they just when you take away
They're doing all right,
yeah, when you
really.
take
They
away the
just,
blog
yeah.
comment spam and you take away all the stupid coupon stuff and stuff that probably just came naturally, it just looks like they haven't really done much link building at all. So
Mm-hmm.
they might be paying
For
thousands of
sure.
dollars for SEO. I don't know what exactly the SEO agency was spending the
What,
money on.
I mean, with 80 pages, right? 80 pages and yeah.
You know, it's very possible they went to one of the agencies that's very content focused and uh, they really optimized their pages, you know, for thousands of dollars a month, which blows my mind. But, you know, people have
Yeah.
businesses based on it, so I guess you make money doing that. But yeah, as far as ranking results go, obviously it's not really working out too well. Um,
Well, I mean, it's not looking bad, honestly. Chop is a
yeah.
sign that you're being tested. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but you want to keep that, right? And you do that in this case by making your anchor text profile more natural for
They actually
starters.
have some
And
pretty
then
decent
building up some authority
rankings.
too.
So it
Yeah,
is
I don't
they
think
are ranking for a bunch of relevant keywords, which is good. Um,
they might have a map pack too. But yeah, overall, they're not in bad shape.
Overwhelming
I think
majority,
they're missing a few
yeah,
things.
overwhelming majority of the links are going to the home page. No inner pages are too heavy or whatever. Yeah, it just feels like they really
Yeah.
haven't had much link building at all, and the links that came in naturally are real spammy.
Hmm.
Hopefully their agency didn't do those, but um,
Well, or a lot of agencies do, right? Like they go, it's a white hat agency, so they're like, okay, we're gonna get you backlinks that are very safe. And a lot of these people, they've got proprietary blends of, quite honestly, for lack of a better word, bullshit that they package up and they say, this is what we're doing, and it is intense and it is good. And if you're not well versed in SEO, especially backlinking, then it probably does sound good. I mean, the first company I worked for in SEO did a proprietary blend of press, I think is how they packaged the idea,
mhm.
which was really just a citations building. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus
And that was the
Christ.
first company I ever worked for in SEO. They were backed by venture capital. Massive, massive. But yeah, it was, we'll build you an SEO ready website, which was really just a very light theme. Looked like garbage. It looked like it was from the 90s. Very just low end content, 5-page sniper sites hit with
Just maximizing that
overpriced
profit
citations back.
margin.
Yeah, yeah, with huge sales teams. And so, that's not to say that they were being malicious in any way, right? Like most likely all that stuff worked really, really well. But then once, the VC money came in and took over, SEO is fast. It's rapidly changing, rapidly moving. There is no recipe that doesn't need altering in order to, continually achieve success. And so, there's no blanket that you can kind of throw out there. And yeah, once, when I was working there, like once I realized kind of, I didn't have anywhere near as much information on how any of this worked. But once I kind of realized that it was all sales focused and the product didn't really seem to have the umph that, we were taught to sell it on, I lost my drive and I had to leave shortly thereafter.
Yeah, just to recap this one, it just looks like I could say without any kind of doubt in my mind, they just need, quality links going to their homepage. I'd focus on mid authority, natural anchors, branded and URL anchors, lots of branded, probably just tons of branded. But yeah, you gotta mix it up a bit. And yeah, I wouldn't even think about an inner page target for probably months. I would just let the graph just start doing this. let it start really building up some meat under it instead of all this choppy up and down, right? Let it like really start building a base up. I know my drawing's very beautiful.
You don't draw enough, and now I'm like, that's nice. I like that. I like that activity going on. It's cool.
What if I can draw a little
Ah, shit. Now he's gonna
little
get
forward. Be still,
crazy
be
with this
still,
drawing.
be still.
This is why. Oh, okay. That's me. That's me.
But yeah, just focus on
We
homepage.
have fun around here, everybody. Like and comment if you like to have fun
I would
too.
even say, like, just by like, if this was my site, I wouldn't even think about anything. Like I bet the on pages. We haven't even really looked at the on page, but I can almost guarantee the on page is fine for how well their rankings are actually doing for
Probably
how
fine,
crappy
yeah.
their backlink profile is. But yeah, I would pretty much spend
I
all
think
of
you're
my
being a little
time
harsh
trying
on
to
their
do
backlink
this.
profile.
All of my time trying to do.
I think you're being a little harsh.
I mean, it's just besides the spam, there's just nothing there.
It's just not
There's
a.
just
It's
nothing
not a.
there.
Yeah, it's not a.
So
Yeah, but it's not like spammed out
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
non-fixable or anything. It's pillowed. I would say it's
I'm
pillowed.
just saying I would spend all of my time doing this. I wouldn't worry about really, you obviously don't want to ever stop updating your content or adding new content, but like the overwhelming majority of my time or budget, I don't know, whatever they're doing it themselves. It's their time. If they have a budget to spend, I would just allocate it towards, these quality links. Yeah, that's about it. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description below for links to our blog for more info on this topic, along with a bunch of other cool stuff like case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed the video. Thanks and happy ranking.